Ever found yourself juggling a phone call while typing an email and sipping your lukewarm coffee, all while mentally planning your dinner menu? Is this what they call multitasking? So often, we find ourselves in the throes of what we believe to be the productivity powerhouse, multitasking. We've all been there, haven't we? Take our friend, Jane, for instance. A master of juggling tasks, she once attempted to cook a pasta dinner, do her laundry, and work from home all at the same time. Can you imagine the chaos? The pasta ended up charred to a crisp, her white shirts turned a dubious shade of pink, and her email to her boss, well, it read, "Dear boss, I love pasta." A hilarious tale, sure, but it perfectly encapsulates the pitfalls of multitasking. So multitasking might be a circus act, but is it really the productivity booster we believe it to be? Remember our multitasking friend from earlier? Let's revisit their fiasco. The saga of the multitasking maestro. A tale as old as time, filled with burnt pasta, laundry disasters, and awkward emails. Let's dive in, shall we? First, we have the culinary catastrophe. Picture this. Our friend armed with a spatula in one hand and a conference call in the other, attempting to whip up a gourmet dinner. Stirring the pot, nodding along to corporate jargon, all while trying to remember if they added salt or not. The result? A dish that could only be described as charcoal chic. Next on our grand tour of multitasking mishaps is the laundry debacle. Ever tried folding clothes, replying to emails, and watching your favorite show all at once? Well, our friend did. The outcome was a mountain of mismatched socks, shirts folded in ways that would make a geometry teacher weep, and a plot twist in the show completely missed. And finally, the piece de resistance, the awkward email. While juggling a spreadsheet and a chat about weekend plans, our friend mistakenly sent the CEO a message intended for a friend, inviting them to a weekend barbecue. The CEO, amused, decided to RSVP, leaving our friend in a state of panic and regret. Now don't get me wrong, our friend is a trooper, but let's face it, each task suffered due to divided attention. The dinner was burnt, the laundry was a mess, and that email, well, let's just say the barbecue was an event to remember. Through these stories, we can see the pitfalls of multitasking. When we split our attention, we're not really doing multiple tasks at once. Instead, we're quickly shifting our focus from one task to another, which can lead to errors, oversights, and inefficiency. It's clear that our multitasking friend's day was more of a comedy of errors than a triumph of productivity. So, if multitasking leads to burnt pasta, pink shirts, and awkward emails, what's the alternative? The truth is, we've all been there. Balancing a phone call while typing an email, stirring the pot, and sneaking glances at the latest episode of your favorite series. Sounds like a typical Tuesday evening, doesn't it? But as we've seen, multitasking can be a slippery slope to inefficiency, errors, and a whole wardrobe of pink shirts. Research backs this up. A study from the University of London found that multitasking can drop your IQ levels by an average of 15 points. That's equivalent to staying up all night. No wonder our multitasking friend couldn't remember that white shirts and red socks don't mix in the wash. And it doesn't stop there. Stanford University found that heavy multitaskers are less mentally organized, struggle with memory, and are even worse at multitasking than those who like to take things one at a time. It seems quite ironic, doesn't it? Like a fish that's bad at swimming or a bird that can't fly. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's an alternative to this multitasking madness. It's called single tasking, and it's as simple as it sounds. Focus on one task, complete it, and then move on to the next. It's the slow and steady tortoise in a world of over-caffeinated hares. And the best part, it works. Research shows that single tasking can improve productivity, reduce stress, and increase the quality of your work. It might even save your favorite shirt from an unfortunate pink hue. So next time you find yourself trying to juggle 1,000 tasks at once, remember our multitasking friend and their pink shirts. One task at a time may just be the way to go.